We understood the problem, we decided the approach, and now we should design the flow. Of course, not in your mind. You should create a document and draw the flow. And it is better to use well-known diagram models. Also, you can use Excel, Google Sheets, Microsoft Visio, or just draw on a paper. Planning a roadmap is very crucial. You should create your checklist. And for that, first of all, you should know where you are. And then, what's your objective? What's your target? If you have 2 points, then you can just draw a line. You can draw your path. But of course, this path can be long and you should add some milestones. You should add some steps. And these steps will be your checklist. This is an overview of our project. As you see, we will read the papers and get some feature definitions. We will create our functions in Python to extract these features. We will scrape the HTML files from the websites and we collect the data and created the dataset. We will label our data. Then our model will train with these inputs and we will be able to classify legitimate and phishing websites. Use divide and conquer principle and proceed step by step. For example, I created a checklist for us, making a literature review, select content-based features, web scraping and get HTML files, create a very small test dataset, define functions to extract features, create a mini structured dataset with this test set, and test the feature functions. Because at the beginning you don't have to deal with the huge amount of data. Then design the data collection architecture and start the collection and create a labeled dataset. Then convert the labeled dataset to a structured form with your functions, with your Python, functions in the Python. Then select machine learning classification algorithms and build the models. Design testing mechanism, use cross-validation, obtain the results for each model, visualize the results, compare them, and pick the best one and deploy it. Of course, you can develop a plugin for browsers and embed the model to the plugin. And the last question is, let's assume that you finished your project. Phishing detection model is ready. And how will the example flow be? What are the steps of a flow for an input to detect if it is phishing or not? Let's do it together for our project. You can use anything, paper, Excel, Visio. I will use this application. This one, app.diagrams.net. Create a new diagram, blank one. Of course, the first point will be start. Then get the URL of the website as an input. And the second one, scrape the HTML files of the website. Then extract the values of all features for the website, and we should give them to the model. Then give these values to the machine learning model. And our model will classify the website, so predict the class of the website and print it. Of course, it should be end. Okay, it seems simple and clear, but real life is not like that. You should always ask what if questions in each step. For example, after get the URL of the website as input, what if the URL is not valid? So you should add some control points like that, checkpoints. Is the URL valid? You can do like that. If yes, then scrape the HTML files of the website. Okay, if no, and print that the URL is not valid. Then to simplify it, we can say that go directly to the end. Then again, we should ask same question after this step. What if the website is not active anymore? Maybe URL is correct, but website is not active. So you should ask again. You should add some checkpoints. Is the website active? If yes, extract the values of all features for the website. If not, print that the website is not active anymore. Then again, it can go to the end. Okay, as you see, it seems clear and everybody can understand this flow. And also you can be proactive with this type of flows. Because if you don't think these steps before, then after building your model, someone can give a website which is not active anymore, then the model will crash. I think you get the idea. You can add more checks. Sometimes double check can be necessary. So try to practice this also. Okay, we understood the problem, decided the approach, draw some diagrams, create a checklist. Now you can check these algorithms. These are common classification algorithms in the literature. When you make a literature review, you can see them in different studies, and also we will use them too. Next section is web scraping with Python, and we will start to code.